for a moment back to the 1940s. Back to the development of this game. This game came out in 2011. Took forever to develop. It's a big crunch. Now, there was a big controversy because developers were working 12-hour days, supposedly, and the company, Team Bondi, whatever, I don't know, it's Australian. They're out of business now, but they worked with Rockstar, came up with this incredible mega hit. I mean, this was well received by the fans. It was critically acclaimed. It's a shame, you know, what happened with the studio, but we're not going to get into all that controversy. We're going to enjoy the game for what it is. You know, it came out on the PS3 and 360 back in 2011, and it got recently in the last couple of years.
A verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile.
Apparently they didn't remaster the cinemas though,
freedom and vitality.
because they don't look as good as they could or should.
Where every man can own his own home and have room to breathe.
This is a big deal back in the day because the facial expressions, written and directed by Brendan McNamara, the
city
very controversial figure.
Castle, a quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory.
Building a better California.
The city of dreams.
Take that horse down to the Old Town Road and put him out of its misery. The facial expressions were a huge deal in this game back in the day. And you were supposed to be able to tell if a suspect was innocent or guilty just by paying attention to the facial cues, but that wasn't always the case. It wasn't always 100% accurate. It was hilarious how the detective, how Cole went from 0 to 60, like he snapped on a dime. He was cool and calm, collected one minute, next minute, you know, I know you're guilty, flipping over tables practically. And then if you had basically said, hey, this guy is guilty, but he really wasn't, then he would back down and I apologize.
20th century city,
and he would snap back to normal. So even though this game had its flaws, though, it was very impressive, especially for its time. What, 8 years ago now? The Hauser brothers, Rockstar Games. It's amazing. I mean, I'm sure because of controversy, we haven't seen a sequel to this. They've had like VR updates.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, hold up, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
DTA, don't trust anybody.
KGPL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective at ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the
we have to
optimist,
obey traffic
from
laws.
The beam of sunshine himself.
Now that we put the siren on. Alleyway crime scene, 10:10 p.m.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness
Keep in mind
says a tall
it's the 40s,
white guy,
so it's got some
our
controversial
shooter,
language.
put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece.
Some terminology we don't use these days.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
That's what they say. Music will fade down to indicate that all clues to the location have been discovered.
Look at this junk.
Music chimes, wireless controller, vibration, or magnifying glass icon will be used. Clue indicators will assist in your investigation.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Shouldn't we have
Take
gloves
a smarter man
on?
than me to connect that.
Fingerprints and all, you know?
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Newspapers provide backstory on events which may or may not be related to your current investigation. I haven't played this game in years, so, you know, I remember certain details, but I don't remember everything.
Cole, come take a look at this.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year
Sheldon from the Big
because
Bang
of my
Theory.
experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheriff.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
We
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
I can only imagine what a sequel to this game would look like running on the PS4 or Xbox One hardware, or
I tell you, I'm
the next consoles, PS5 and the next Xbox, which is not going to be called Xbox 2. I hate when people say that. Jesus. You know, it's not the second Xbox console.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
So what do we have here?
No good to me.
How many bottles are we going to find
Doesn't
here?
look like anything. Incidental. I doubt it.
100 bottles of beer on the wall. Just trying to be thorough. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this. Alright, here we go. This should be some evidence. You would think.
This isn't what we're looking for.
No, never mind. Just a bunch of trash.
Circumstantial.
So why is the damn thing going crazy? Yeah, clues. Circumstantial evidence, okay. That's not circumstantial, though. No clue.
Shooter put him up
bloodstain.
against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Swipe up and down, press X, swipe left. People, Scooter Payton, murder suspect, shot twice point blank. That's all we have. Not much to go by so far. Tall Caucasian male described by witness. There's the gun. There's the murder
Ralph,
weapon right there.
there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
I got eyes like a hawk. Find a ladder or drain pipe. Is there any more evidence here, or,
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Yeah, don't rush me. Just being thorough, okay? That's why they pay me the big bucks.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Move towards the drain pipe and climb that sucker. Look at me, I'm Spider-Man. They don't pay me enough for this.
How you doing, Cole? Found it yet?
I like how he just puts his fingerprints all over the weapon. Okay.
I don't even want to
Smith
think
&
about
Wesson,
what that smells.
serial S718.
Soft chime indicates further examination is required. Press X to further investigate.
2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Investigate the gun store.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
To the gun store we go. We'll get there faster if we turn the siren on.
Jesus!
Whoa. Where'd you learn how to drive, Cole? You know, they updated this. Obviously, they remastered a bit, but you can clearly still tell that it's a PS3 or 360 title. Albeit it is one that came out 8 years ago, so I mean it's definitely showing its age at this point. Still a good title though. Hello, ma'am. Look at that, how convenient. The gun store is right next to the liquor store. Gold-handled doors allow you to enter.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith &
Sounds
Wesson.
like a country music
Model
duo.
27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357. Nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order.
Welcome back.
Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
You remember this game from back in the day, LA Noire? Press swipe.
Model
Use
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it
the
on there?
touchpad to swipe. Oh, it's probably just easier to just use the analog stick. Alright. What was I looking for again? Model what now? Address, item. What did he say? Now I lost track. Right.
No.
This game from 2011 from Rockstar. Like a detective game.
I am single again. Emoji frowning face.
That was quick. We'll have to go through all these because I don't remember what he said. Just gonna keep poking around. What are we looking for? The serial number? Welcome to the stream. Everybody's tuned in. Don't mind me. I'm just... There we go.
Luck, Errol
That's the
Schroeder.
guy.
203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46.
It's a long time ago.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not.
Did we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Can we
Either
do
way,
a
gonna get in.
Not at the moment. Schroeder's apartment residence says destination.
I don't want to be alone right now.
You're not, I'm here. And someone else is watching as well. And Cole and Phelps are on the case. Look at this old trolley car.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean
drive
we
like
can't
a
use our
maniac.
initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Alright, how am I gonna get over here? Looks like it's on the other side of town.
I actually want to go to somebody in a party and there is no one I can invite besides you.
Is there a big map that I can pull up here? Yes, there is. Okay, because I need to get to this other part of town. No, where's the destination I need to go to? Schroeder's apartment. Alright, where are we? Here? That's the alleyway crime scene. We're all the way over here. Good lord. Driving on the wrong side of the road. This is basically a game of good cop, bad cop. I need to figure out how to get the heck up there. And not driving the railroad tracks here. Well, we're taking the scenic route to where I need to go to. I need to figure out how to get onto the ramp over here. There we go.
Look out!
You look out. I'm driving here. Now when you turn the siren on, they're supposed to pull over. It's supposed to move out of the way. I can't recall if there was loading back in the day, back in the PS3 360 version of this. Like Grand Theft Auto, the old Grand Theft Autos load when you get from one part of the map to the other part of the map. Such dramatic music just from going from point A to point B. And why does this guy gotta live on the other side of town? They just want him to familiarize myself with the controls or what? Schroeder's apartment, 1109. About an hour's passed. Oh, Jesus Christ. You almost ran me over. Game over. Yeah, well, watch out. I'm a cop. Have some respect for authority. I think this is his apartment. Gold handled doors allow you to enter. That's not gold. But it's his apartment anyway. Inspect the mailbox to learn your suspect's apartment number. It's number 2.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Let's go check his mail. I know it's against the law, but I'm nosy like that. What are they gonna do? Arrest us? Oh, something's chiming here. Like there's evidence. I guess it's just a mailbox. Look at the old-time phone. What the hell? He's probably gonna run, if I remember correctly.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might
Do
be.
you want to play
What of it?
something later?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind.
Not
Scooter?
sure.
He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
Scooter. What kind of name is
What the
Scooter?
fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Hold
ready,
L2
tough
to
guy?
brawl.
Huh?
That was a very bad move, Schroeder.
He knocked my hat off.
Quit prancing around and hit.
This is the worst boxing game I've ever seen in my life. Give him a noogie while you're at it. Go ahead.
Ralph.
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Now we search his apartment.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph.
After we beat the
I'm gonna
crap
take a
out
look
of him.
around.
Little black book. Kaplan. Santana. Floyd Rose.
List of names and a series of numbers.
It has police.
Floyd Rose's
brutality.
name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest.
Don't do that.
Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
I wanted to search around some more. What the hell? Flashback time.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get
Hey,
this line now before
watch
I
your
lose my
language.
temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
Good lord.
I'm having a bad day, Private.
Okay, I am
Some
gonna
people
go
don't seem
play
to
by
want to get on
myself
this
since
bus.
I'm
Didn't ask for your
out.
help.
He didn't ask for
Take
your
it
help.
easy.
Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
That was harsh. Armed and
Well, you
dangerous.
picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence.
If I remember
You have to
right,
choose
there was
sides.
serial killings going on
A
of
brown
these,
paper envelope,
of these
a
women.
Greyhound ticket to Palookaville.
Maybe it
It
wasn't
could
just
only
women.
ever end.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
Keep in mind, it's been 8 years since I played this.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll
Which,
handle
when you're
the
old,
211.
is like a lifetime.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Subdue the robbery suspects. If I remember correctly, there's a chase scene or two, which are kind of awkward. This might be one right now. Wonder what happens if I run over somebody by accident.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Savings and loans. It would be interesting if you could play as the first person. In the trunk, retrieve the weapon. Shoot first, ask questions later,
Weapons
right?
on the ground, now!
Why is nobody covering me?
I'm trying to. Relax.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
LAPD, put down your weapons! The bank is surrounded! I'm offering you
Not
a chance to...
chance, copper. Come any closer, we'll cut you in half.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
We don't know how many are in there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Your move, mister. Come get me.
Stay down.
Pop your head out of there.
Fuck.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Strongest thing about this game, besides the graphics at the time, was just the story. Very intriguing narrative.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
This kind of game comes
You have
along
to
once in a
survive it
lifetime.
first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot
It's only
officers.
remastered, of course.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
I always wondered why this
of the Emperor's
wasn't
finest
released on
single-handed.
backwards compatibility in
You don't
Xbox.
seem the Sergeant York type.
Because
When I need your
Bully
opinion,
is,
Kelso,
Red Dead
I'll ask
Redemption
for it.
has been, and
I
now I
talk
know
about
why.
officers
Because
like
they
you
wanted to
in boot camp,
release,
Cole.
remaster,
They call it the Custer syndrome.
redo it.
Guys who go around dreaming
Make
of
a
fame
few
and
extra
glory and
coins.
getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Kelso from that 70s show. I should have put the subtitles on. Because it's hard to hear them if I'm talking over them.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
You get different partners throughout
Well,
the
it's
game.
a
Now,
shame
that
you
I
don't like to
remember.
talk about it, Cole. Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD! You can go screw yourself.
Why, you? He's hiding in the alley!
Whoa. Stop in the name of the law.
Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
Whoa. Camera angle threw me off there. Go up the ladder, dude. Just gotta hold up. It's awkward though with the camera angle change.
Give it up, Wendell!
Where the hell did he go?
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time. You assholes already screwed me once.
It's over, Bowers!
This guy's in
Give
pretty
it
good
up,
shape.
Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves. Come on then, pretty boy.
Put her up.
How you doing, Wendell? parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Yeah, maybe he did, but not, maybe Cole did, but not the other guy. There's no way in hell that guy should be running like that.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1.
Damn.
Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Buyer beware.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
That doesn't sound good. In broad daylight, too.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
It's Pete Davidson from SNL.
Okay, stand further back
This
and
must have
move
been one
along.
of
It's
his
your
first
choice,
gigs.
but make it
I'm
quick,
kidding.
people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses.
Pete Davidson, where you going?
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Bank of Arcadia. Life is strange.
C. Galetta.
voucher.
Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
All right, all right.
And you
Yes,
are?
it's a dead
Galleta.
person.
Clovis Galleta.
Interviews are conducted using the notebook. Witness details are entered on the left. She's the shoe store clerk.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
If you think they're lying, you have proof. Choose accused. Accuse a witness. You need to present evidence. Good cop, bad cop. Accused.
And you don't know who shot Gage or why?
No, officer.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a
I already
police
got one
officer.
incorrect.
Take you
Incorrect.
downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Well, that went well. Not. I was probably supposed to accuse, but I know I was supposed to accuse.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Murder weapon.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it.
We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Destination, the gun store. Moving or losing, people. You're impeding an investigation. Goodness gracious, good grief, come on. I'm driving on the sidewalk.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
They weren't always politically correct back in the 1940s. Back so soon?
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looks like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Caillou?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Being sent on a wild goose chase. You wouldn't find parking in today's LA, I'll tell you that one.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Guy thinks quick on his feet.
Kalu, get back here!
Caillou, come here. You're in trouble.
She wants a 5-star. Goddamn. Lock
There
him
he
up
is,
and
officer.
throw away the key.
Too late, Kalu!
Alright, you had him down on the ground. I don't know if it was necessary to punch him, but you know.
Edgar Kalu,
it's LAPD.
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
No pressure.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood.
Nope, Caillou.
You're going to have to pay for that.
So we got the shooting, layaway voucher, evidence is key. Keep your evidence in mind during interview in order to identify false statements. Browning handgun, 1922. Store owner testifies to servicing that pistol. Receipt for pearl earrings made out to the Bank of Arcadia. Took a letter. Fatal sidewalk shooting incident. One male victim.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Need to judge whether or not they're telling the truth. Careful use of intuition can lead to breakthroughs in interviews and interrogations. Careful. 99% of players chose the correct answer after using an intuition point in this question. So we're going to ask the community. Cues. Yeah, I was going to accuse anyway, but this is like phone a friend. This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage. Gage was an asshole. But his death wasn't down to me.
There, see?
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Well, that went well.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Good Lord. Calm down.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
So basically they're making me retry this.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
That's not true because it was serviced.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you were.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Possible religious motive.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna use intuition. Ask the community. Bad cop.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my years.
Edgar Kalu.
Yeah, this definitely not politically correct.
Murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Police officer's fitness report. Trophy earned Police Academy. Keen interrogation instincts, peak physical conditioning, service weapon proficiency, and sound investigative technique. Basically, sort of like a training mission. Sort of like a tutorial. The whole good cop, bad cop thing, though, I had issues with it at first in the original. Maybe not to this degree. I don't think I did this bad early on, but it was tough figuring out if they were telling the truth or not, when to press somebody, when not, when to back off. Without a guide, anyway. If you were just going on an instinct.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about.
Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Burkowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Burkowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
New clue, abandoned vehicle, new objective. Investigate the freight depot.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got to this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Can't go out that door.
Phelps, there's a crime happening somewhere. Go find it.
Yeah.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct you.
Vehicle unlocked. The Buick Super. 90 some odd vehicles you can unlock.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now?
You can respond to the dispatch calls, which is
Don't be
like
so touchy.
side stories.
I grew up in San Francisco.
Side missions.
My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
There we go with that political incorrect sensitivity training there.
Gun it though ready.
You finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Burkowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it.
Unbelievable!
It's gonna leave a scar.
459 just occurred in 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
Let some of the other cops, some of the other smucks handle it. And we're off to solve the big
We've got a siren
crimes.
for a reason, you know.
Oh, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
Freight Depot, 11:04 in the morning.
That you, Burkowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I believe there was a murder victim here. Keep in mind, it's been a long time since I played.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
You giving me the hi-hat? I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior.
If I remember correctly, there might be somebody in the trunk.
We have an owner for the car?
Correct.
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I better get back to work, sir.
Not sure this means much.
No, maybe not.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Trophy earned, one for the file. Oink, oink.
I don't think so.
Have you got a wide shot of the car and its surround?
Listen, you and I have never met, so I'm just going to go ahead and say this once. You don't tell me how to do my job.
I knew he was going to say that.
I won't tell you how to do yours.
How rude.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, I would say the victim is dead at this point.
"32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?" Happier times, I guess.
They don't look sinister at all. Wait a second, can you flip that picture over? Is that possible? Guess not.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Any more evidence?
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet.
I'm just
Keep
looking
searching.
around. Relax.
You guys, take your time.
No freight rolling through here till we're done.
Possible
and
murder
we're still
weapon.
punching the clock.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Insta heat. If I remember correctly, it was the repair guy. Although I could be wrong, like I thought there was a body in the trunk. It wasn't.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Good cop, bad cop, or accused. I'm using intuition on this one. Good cop, 80%, 15% bad cop.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Yes, I am.
Tell the truth, Mr. Wilkie. You rifled the wallet.
My money is my money. You can't prove I touched that wallet.
Damn.
Man does the right thing, and the police try to turn him into a criminal.
Pricked the wrong thing there.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie.
3 out of 4
We'll contact your
correct.
employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Oh, trying to make your partner drive.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
This skips all the unnecessary driving through town. Sort of like a fast travel. If I remember correctly, it was like 10 to 20 hours of gameplay in this game. It's a pretty lengthy game for what it is, for the type of game that it is.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Knock, knock.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
You killed your
drives
husband.
A blue Lincoln, Mrs.
I know
Black?
it. No, I'm kidding.
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Get out of the way, dude.
Seems irrelevant. Don't think this is any use to us.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match. To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting. A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house. Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R and I should have an address.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past. Occasions that made you laugh. Times that made you smile.
Not much help.
No use leaving the thing half finished. That can't be right. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home. I'm stumped. Ideas?
Get a statement from Mrs. Black, but go easy on her. She's had a rough day.
I'm all right now, detectives.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They look terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
No, I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Grab the phone. R&I could run down an address for Kavanaugh's in no time.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you. You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
Everything is fine.
You looking for someone?
Something funny.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
I got a call back for that Universal
Frank Morgan?
line.
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Straight dope trophy was unlocked. Alright, location of Adrian Black.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Lies.
Lies, lies, and more lies, Morgan. You know where he is.
What have you got that says I know where he is?
That I don't know.
Well, that's it for me, gentlemen. Over and out.
Screwed up. Receipt for live.
So Adrian isn't hurt? What's with all the blood?
I don't know. It was dark. He must have caught a nick on something. Yeah.
You're lying, Morgan. You killed Black and hid the body. Where is it?
Me? Hey, all I did was help the fool. You're gonna need a lot more than that to prove that I hurt him. I've had about enough of you two. How about you guys go find another table?
Screwed up.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? We tail Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Think I needed to go bad cop. I'm doing poorly in these interrogations, in these interviews.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, you gotta tail somebody, but you gotta keep enough of a distance.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps. That's it.
Really? My goodness.
You want my opinion? We tail Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
He sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Jesus Christ! Are you asleep over there or what?
Hit the brakes, Cole. Give him some room.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. It won't work on me.
Apartment 2.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Who the hell is that? Will you relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black, LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Stop right there, Adrian.
It's over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your
I
job,
like how
and
everybody's
probably
a
end up
track
in the
and
big
field
house.
star here, sprinting
I
up
hope she
and
was
down
worth it,
rooftops. It's insane. He doesn't look like he's in that kind of shape, but whatever.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Clues found 13 out of 14, so I did miss a clue, and I got 9 out of 13 questions right. Not the greatest, but not bad. Could have been worse. Conduct, vehicle damage, city damage. Frank Morgan would have rolled over on Adrian Black with some tougher questioning. Thanks for watching. I'll have some more LA Noire gameplay soon. Don't forget to follow, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Mixer. I'm also on Twitter. It's been Next Level Taken. Thanks once again. I bid you a farewell.
Okay,
Adieu.
we're gonna keep this short. I'm already
Till
late
next
for
time.
the DA. Helps.